call to order this Wednesday, October 22, 2025. Board of Control meeting to order. Mr. Secretary, will you please call the roll?
Mayor Bitt.
Here.
Directors Griffin.
Here.
Barrett. Here. Payne.
Here.
Acting Director Kramer. Here. Director Laird.
Here.
Directors Margolius. Here. Acting Director Hernandez.
Here.
Okay. Director Cole. Here. Director Bordeaux Small.
Here.
McNamara.
Here.
Martin O'Toole.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Great. Okay. Director King, please speak to resolution.
Thank you, Mayor and Board. Utilities has a number of recommendations this afternoon. First is number 15625, approving the requirement contract to Warner Diesel Filtration LLC for labor and materials for maintenance of backup generators, components, appurtenances, fuel testing, fuel conditioning, and recycling in the amount of $44,700. 15725 is rejecting bids received on September 10, 2025 for labor and materials for maintenance of backup generators, certain items. The rest are our contract assistance through the Division of Water. So we do that geographically. Area A is the west side of the city of Cleveland. Area B is the western suburbs. C, east side of Cleveland. D, eastern suburbs. 15925 approving requirement contract, Terrace Construction, materials, labor, and installation to repair and replace water mains, fire hydrants, valves, service connections, and appurtenances. Area A for 2 years, and improving various subs in the amount of $14,713,153.45. 16025, approving requirement contract to Terrace Construction for Area B for 1 year, and approving various subs in the amount of $15,259,200.70. 16125, approving requirement contract to Terrace Construction for Area C, 1 year, approving various subs, $8,803,326. And 16225, requirements contract to Terrace Construction, Area D, 1 year, $9,884,607.10. Recommended approval.
Any questions for the director?
Director, just curious, these last significant contracts are all going to Terrace. Do they have a competitive advantage or any thoughts on why they were able to win those 4 bids?
They were the lowest and most compliant. We do break it out geographically in an effort to diversify the contract pool. The seconds, we got 4 for each area. On the 2 in the city of Cleveland, the gap was about $5 million on each. For the suburbs east and west, the gap was a little smaller, but still $2 million. And again, our existing CA contracts are expiring at the end of the year. But the important part for us is 1 is 2 years and 3 are 1 year. So our effort is to get out there and for 1 year, we will have 1 vendor in all areas, which operationally poses some concerns. But when we go out next time for the 3, we're going to try to make sure that we continue to make every effort to diversify.
But you did everything, you split it up into 4 separate sections.
That's correct.
RD&E's union?
You get prevailing wage in this instance, but Terrace, we know.
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Any other questions for the director? Barring none, Secretary, please call the roll.
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, say aye. Opposed? Adopted.
The most exciting bit of the day, huh? Acting Director Kramer, you want to speak to your resolution, please?
Thank you, Mayor, members of the board. Yeah, Port Control is excited to present these items. These are the first 3 major contracts of the Terminal Modernization Development Program. And so we are excited to present them. The first one is authorizing a design build contract with Shook Construction Company to design and construct a surface parking facility at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport, and approving various subcontractors not to exceed $855,319. This particular authorization through this board of control is for the design portion of the design build. We will re-engage this body at a later date for the construction portion. OEO has evaluated the team's proposal and is satisfied with their participation levels. But there's also been a robust involvement with OEO and developing community impact provisions for this contract in addition to the OEO goals. And so we're excited that.
And what are said provisions, please?
Community impact, they will be providing we're gonna continue to develop that program as we get into construction and bring on more subcontracts. But we're going to be doing things such as, providing transportation to different areas of the city. Every contract is gonna be a little bit different. Each company is gonna bring something different to the table. But looking to have the greatest amount of community impact to the city of Cleveland and the region as possible.
Okay.
So that is the first one, the parking facility, also known as the Gold Lot, we've been referring to it publicly. The second item is authorizing a design build contract with CLE Connection Group to design and construct the parking garage, ground transportation center, and rapid transit station at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport, approving various subcontractors to a not to exceed value of $15,428,962. Again, that is for the design portion only. We will come back to this body for construction approval at a later date. Same approach to this one. The company has committed to a significant amount of OEO goal participation. However, it is also committed to a robust community impact plan. And then finally, the third contract is authorizing a contract with Jacobs Project Management Company for professional program management services for 2 years with 2 3-year renewal options and approving various sub-consultants in amount not to exceed $15 million per year.
And this is the Global Jacobs firm?
Correct, yes. They're the largest program management firm for airports in the world.
So they will be our program manager for the entire terminal modernization project, is that correct?
That is correct.
So Dr. Kramer, I mean, this is a big deal. This is our front door. And it's like the first thing people see. Do we have, I mean, every step as we are moving forward with this incredible project, is there a comms portion where we're telling people, hey, here's our next piece? You know, are we telling, I mean, every step makes a difference.
Absolutely. We have a website we've established. Barring approval of this body, we have media press releases ready to go out for these 3 particular pieces. And we are tracking our progress and sharing our progress publicly every step of the way.
Great. Okay, any other questions for the director? All right, barring no questions, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Adopted.
Okay, thank you, great work. Director Larry, please speak to resolutions.
Thank you, Mayor.
Permanent Director Larry. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I have one piece and I have 2 walk-ons. The first piece that I have here is with 158-25, approving a standard purchase contract, BCA Industries, Inc. for a mobile tire shredder for motor vehicle maintenance. So in the past, we used to shred tires. We got away from that. We're back at this now. It does help us reduce cost. We don't have a mechanism right now, but what we'll do when we shred the tires, it allows us to get more material to the current contractor. Our future goal is to be able to find a way to be able to make some revenue from this. So this is just our first step to get closer to that. And some mobile tire shredders will get it, move it around and try to test it out and see how it works, but that's that piece there. The 2 walk-ons, the first walk-on I have would be, this is for ordinance 1315-2024. The request here is this is for Top Designer. This is the contractor that we use to supplement our grass cutting work. Contract was originally done at $700,000. We thought that was enough. But once we actually started using this contractor and found out what they could do, we realized that the $700,000 was not enough for us. Also, this increase will allow us to be able to start this contractor earlier next year. We had to wait until June to get it in place. But this money will allow us to be able to get started a lot earlier. So that's that request for. Second piece is a valet request. Great Lakes Valley LLC has proposed to offer valet parking services for the Catholic Community Foundation Hallelujah Ball to be held at Huntington Convention Center October 25th, 2025. One of the things about this piece is that, one of the first, well, I won't say the first time, but we're now collecting the NCA fees through this. So part of this resolution will include that $5 charge for each car park. Group.
Great. Any questions for the director? Barring no questions, Secretary, please call the roll.
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, say aye. Opposed? Adopted.
Director Hernandez, please speak to resolutions.
Thank you. Mayor and board, I have a few items for you.
Director, you're like
Sorry.
the voice of God.
I am. This is how God sounds.
God is a woman.
The first item I have today is correcting a legal description for our Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District project. So that is an amendment clarifying the description of the easement. The second item I have for you today is a $200 yard extension. The next three are related. These are for green space in Ward 10. There are several parcels. The first set of parcels is listed at $20,990 $20,990.20. The next item is $7,308, excuse me. And the last for this group is $10,640. And again, this is for green space in Ward 10. The next item I have is for a $200 yard expansion. And the final item I have is a $3 lease for a garden and for a public garden, and that is through a group called Teen Start Program. Seeking your approval for those items today.
Great. Any questions for the director? Barring no questions, will the secretary please call the roll?
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, say aye. Opposed? Adopted.
And then we have one more walk-on from Mary McNamara.
Thank you,
Director.
Mayor. For the Department of Aging has one recommendation. This is to enter into a contract with Community Housing Solutions, which is a longstanding nonprofit for 1 year with two options for renewal terms to provide home repair services to older adults through the age-friendly home investment program in an amount not to exceed $2,570,000. And that begins the 7th year of the program, so recommending approval.
Any questions for the director? Barring no questions, will the secretary please call the roll?
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, say aye. Opposed? Adopted.
Okay, any other business before the board? Barring none, we adjourn. Thank you, everybody.